Okay, Your Excellency, thank you for joining us today on China-Africa Talk.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations on Nigeria being re-elected as the ECOWAS chair.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you also act in the capacity as chair of the Ministerial Council of Peace and Security and Mediation in ECOWAS. Perhaps could you tell us, how do you view the role of ECOWAS and what is the importance of the relationship between ECOWAS and China in the growth and stability of Africa?
Well, the whole idea of the regional economic communities, ECOWAS, ECAS, SADC, and so on, is to integrate the regions of Africa into a common market, and thereafter integrate the regional economic communities into one common market, which is the African Continental Free Trade Area. So they are very significant, very important with regards to the unity of Africa, with regards to cohesion, with regards to a common market for Africa. And ECOWAS is a pioneer of sorts, because with ECOWAS there's a funding mechanism that was created, the community levy, goods that come into the ECOWAS region attract a certain levy. So this is something that has been emulated by other regional economic communities, not just in Africa, but other parts of the world, because it's a novel idea. It's something that has been working. Apart from that, also ECOWAS continues to score successes with regards to trade liberalization schemes, with regards to trade corridors, and so forth. And the issue of security, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So the roof ceiling ceremony for the China-aided construction of the ECOWAS headquarters was recently held in Abuja. Once operational, how will this building serve regional integration and facilitate the strengthening of ties between China and the West African community?
Effectively, it would bring all the organs of ECOWAS under one roof, because just like with countries, you have executive arm, you have a judiciary, you have a legislature. So we've got the ECOWAS Secretariat itself as it currently exists. We have the ECOWAS Parliament, and then we've got the ECOWAS Judiciary. So the site that is being developed by with the help of the government of China brings all of these three arms together. So it's something that is very significant. It's something that we're very appreciative of. And it's something that also further underscores the relationship and the support that China has been giving to not just West Africa, but Africa as a whole. And it's something that we commend China for and will continue to treasure.
The theme of this year's FARCAC is joining hands to advance modernization and build a high-level China-Africa community with a shared future. In light of this, what are the challenges in the ECOWAS region in terms of economic integration, education, health and energy that can be addressed under the FARCAC framework?
China, for some years now, has been pursuing the Belt and Road Initiative, right, which dovetails into Africa's aspiration for the African Continental Free Trade Area. Now, this is not possible without unity, without cohesion in the regional economic communities. So that is why the unity of ECOWAS is key, it's fundamental. And this is something that we'll continue to pursue. Of course, the issue of social services that you mentioned, health, and then of course education and so forth is something that China and not just ECOWAS, the whole of Africa have been collaborating on. China was first to give Africa vaccines during the corona pandemic, at a time when certain parts of the world decided to pull up the drawbridges, you know, and the phrase vaccine apartheid came to be coined. So we are well aware of this, and we will continue to work with China towards addressing these issues globally. Because when you invite Africa, you are more or less inviting the whole of the United Nations.
Right.
You know, because I think we're just 10 seats short of a quorum, United Nations. So it's a big deal, you know, and we have to continue to work together as developing nations, as global South nations, towards addressing some of these problems that afflict the entire planet, not just Africa.
And in what ways does FOCAC present itself as a platform for ECOWAS countries to showcase projects to attract Chinese investments?
Well, it's a gathering of the whole of Africa as well as China. So there are already projects that are to provide the requisite linkages between West African countries, between ECOWAS countries. And apart from that, it also gives us an opportunity to interact with each other, as well as, you know, other leaders from other parts of Africa. The ministers interact, share ideas, share concerns. So the multiplier effect of FOCAC, you know, is not something that is measurable. You know, you have to, you know, maybe take time to understand what is going on and the benefits that accrue.
Okay. Excellency, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
This is CGTN Radio. Hear the difference.